YTPC, good morning. Hadn't planned on making a video today, but I had a conversation with my daughter on the way taking them to school this morning, and I thought it was a good, interesting conversation, so I thought I'd bring it to you. Housekeeping. I am back with the Country Gentleman for the 4th straight smoke out of it. This time Sleepy Hollow. So my daughter was asking me this morning if I knew that at schools and like basketball and football games and stuff, if a flag touched the ground, they had to burn it. And I was explaining to her that that wasn't just for, sports and stuff. That was everywhere. If the flag, the United States flag, touches the ground, then you burn it. And she said, isn't that? She's like, why? And I said, because that's the proper etiquette for the flag. If something happened, if it touches the ground, that's like a sign of disrespect, so you burn it. She said, but isn't burning it more disrespectful than it touching the ground? And I said, no, it's like, so you remember that movie we were watching where all the people who died in the battle and stuff, the warriors and stuff, they burnt their bodies like a warrior send-off? And she was like, yeah, so does that mean that their bodies are gone and their souls are floating around? And I said, that everybody does that, right? I was like, she's like, I will too when I die. I was like, if you believe in out-of-body experiences, and that'll happen to you now, even while you're still alive. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, this is where I started getting into philosophical theories with my 10-year-old. But said, one of the theories is deja vu. When you have that experience of, man, it's like I've been here or done this. I said, some believe that is because you had an out-of-body experience that you weren't aware of for whatever reason, even for the mundane stuff, and then, so you saw what was going to happen before it happened, and then when it happens, you have that deja vu feeling. And she's like, that's weird, Dad. And I said, well, there's another theory, too, on deja vu. And she's like, okay, what's that? And I said, well, the theory is that you live your life. You have a full, happy life. You're laying on your deathbed. You see that light at the end of the tunnel. You head on through. But instead of coming out on the other side and being in heaven or limbo or whatever, you're really coming out being reborn as a baby, and the reason you're crying is because you're realizing you have to do this all over again. And so you cry a lot in the beginning until you start getting used to it, come to terms with it, and start accepting the fact that you're starting over, and you start getting into it. The more you get into this new life, the more you forget about your previous life. But there will be times in your life where you'll get that feeling of deja vu, and that's because whatever is happening now has also happened or pretty close to in your previous life, and that's bringing back phantom memories from the past time. And she was like, so does that mean there's no heaven? It's just a theory, baby. It's whatever you believe. But it's just a theory to explain deja vu. That feeling of, I've been here before, I've done this before, I've seen this before. So, it's a little departure from what I normally do, but it's an interesting theory, and it kind of mind blows you a little bit but I like it. And so I want to know, what's your thoughts on deja vu, and what's your thoughts on that theory? Do you think that's possible? Do you think that's just, someone talking out of their ass, or what? So let me know down in the comments below. And I hope everybody has a good Friday. One more shift and then we got the weekend. It's going to be cold and rainy for me. So, y'all have a great weekend. Till next time, keep them full lit and rolling. Bagpiper out.